Hey y'all, what's good, what's poppin'? So for today's video, I just want to do like a little informal sit down chit chat, get ready with me. I feel like I do a lot of videos where I do like, I guess, tutorial-esque videos, and all I really do is sit there and tell you what I'm doing. But today I kind of wanted to break free from the mold a little bit, do something a little different. We're gonna sit down and just chat while I beat my face. But before we get into it, I just want to say thank you to all my new subscribers out there. Thank you for clicking that subscribe button, for being here, for sticking around. If you haven't already, just go ahead and click that subscribe button and click the bell button so you get a notification every time I upload a new video. And without further ado, let's get into it. So before anything, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face. I'm just gonna use my Tatcha Silk Primer because she cost me some coin and she's a little too expensive to just be sitting around, you know what I'm saying? Let's just talk about how 2019 has literally been such a crazy year. I feel like 2019 is literally the year that everyone's skeletons come out the closet. And something that particularly comes to mind when talking about that is this whole college admissions scandal, particularly pertaining to Olivia Jade and her mother Lori Loughlin. Now this video is not attacking, you know, any specific individuals caught up in this, especially not Lori Loughlin and Olivia Jade. There was a total of I think 50 people caught in it. They were just the most high profile, so they're the ones getting the most coverage. But I'm not attacking anyone. I just simply want to talk on it a little bit. I'm gonna go in with some foundation. I'm gonna use my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, and this is in the shade Classic Tan because I don't know if you can tell, but my neck is looking pretty dark right now. Bitch did do a little bit of fake tanning, but as you can see, the skin on my face exfoliates a little faster on my neck, so the tan is worn off here but not here. So I want my face to match my neck, so I'm gonna use the shade Classic Tan, and I'm not gonna mix it with my lighter shade. The whole college admissions thing, first of all, obviously I don't feel like I need to say this, but the whole situation is just really screwed up. And here's my thing on it. I think that, you know, as a society, we have come to accept that there are certain advantages that wealthy people are going to have in society. I think we've already accepted as a society that wealthy people do use their wealth, you know, to give themselves a certain advantage to get into school. I think what was really shocking about this whole situation was the manner and the methods which they used to cheat, particularly in the case of Olivia Jade and her sister. What's really messed up about that whole situation was that they were admitted to the school on the crew team with no intent of ever playing crew. They knew from the start that they were not going to participate in crew, that was how they were going to be recruited to the school. Now, I don't know if they had known that they were going to be taking up a spot from a deserving student that actually could have qualified for the crew team when they did that, but that is what ended up happening, and that was really screwed up. Yes, look at that. Now my face kind of matches my neck. I'm gonna take my Real Techniques powder brush. I'm gonna take this e.l.f. HD powder and I'm gonna set my whole face with that. Once I've set the whole face, I'm just gonna take this Real Techniques setting brush because it has a much finer tip and just gather some powder on there and use that to set the under eye area as well. A bitch probably should have concealed, but that's okay. I don't really feel like I need concealer right now. I'm gonna go ahead and contour. So I'm gonna take this Smashbox Cali contour kit. I teased this in one of my previous videos that I was gonna do a review on it, but I don't know if I'm gonna actually do a review on it. I do wanna sit down and try it out for you guys on camera today though. So here we go, here's the palette. As you can see here, we got 6 shades going on here. We got a matte contour shade, a matte bronzer shade, an icy shimmery highlight shade, a bronzy shimmery highlight shade, a warm yellow tone powder for highlighting, and then a blush. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play with that. I'm gonna take the Real Techniques sculpting brush, take the contour shade, and I'm gonna sculpt out my cheekbone. So yeah, back to what I was talking about. I think we all kind of like as a society have accepted that, you know, the wealthy will use their wealth to achieve certain advantages in society, and you know, one of those things is with college admissions. Okay, yeah. See, I like to stipple the contour on first so you get a nice precise application, and then once it's applied, you can go ahead and blend it up and just smooth that out. But you know, I feel like a lot of people had assumed that the way that, you know, rich people would get into school was maybe, you know, you donate money to the school and that would increase your chances of admission, and then the school would admit you based on that. And while, you know, being admitted to the school for donating money versus earning your merit in still is kind of messed up on the principle, it's a lot different. A donation to the school that has a potential to benefit other students, or at least benefit the school in a way that can benefit the other students, versus how these people, you know, got their admissions into school. It was totally selfish, it was totally for personal gain. In doing what they did, they stole spots from other more deserving students that had probably worked really hard just to, you know, even feel confident enough to submit that application, just to have it rejected. And you know, we'll never know whose spots per se were taken by the sisters, but the fact is there's 2 people out there that go to USC, as well as at least, you know, 48 other people out there at other schools that had their spots stolen from people that cheated the admissions process. I'm gonna take this Real Techniques Precision Blush Brush and go ahead and do some bronzing now. And the whole thing with the Olivia Jade scandal, to me, it was just kind of dumb. The whole thing is, you know, her mom was wanting her to go to school, which, you know, I totally understand, but I see where her mom is coming from. But I also feel like, you know, her mom was constantly talking about how her daughter needs to have a backup plan, this and that, and that Lori herself wasn't college educated, and so this is what she wants for her kids, despite the fact that, you know, Olivia had said multiple times that she was not interested in school. And my whole take on it is this, you know, she was talking about how this was supposed to be a backup plan for her daughter, but the thing is, your daughter is 19, she has almost 2 million followers on YouTube and Instagram. I'm not saying, you know, that you should put all your eggs in the social media basket, but it's not like your daughter was just deciding to do this on a whim. She had a following, she had a career, she didn't really need college. You say you want your daughter to go to school so she has a backup plan, but she seems to be doing pretty well for herself. And my thing is, you know, I understand the whole sentiment of you want your daughter to have a backup plan, but despite what society tells you, there is no pressure for you to go to college straight out of high school. If Lori Loughlin was really determined for her daughters to go to school, there's no need to force them to go to college fresh out of high school. You know, they could take their time, figure themselves out, and then maybe come back, and maybe then, you know, they'll have a genuine interest in wanting to go to school. They'll know what they want to do with their life. But it seems like Olivia wasn't even invested in school from the beginning. You know, she made a video where she basically said that she wasn't interested in school. She was only going for parties and for game days. And I think another thing that's really screwed up about this whole situation too is that on her Instagram there had been multiple sponsor posts that she had made, you know, with Amazon, HP, things like that, that she had made solely based off of her student status. And, you know, it's like your whole college career is fraudulent, and now you're profiting off of it when there's people out there who are in college, you know, who are on social media, who don't have the same resources and benefits that you do, that could be doing these sponsored deals, but you're sitting here and getting them and making money off of these things solely based on the fact that you're a college student, knowing damn well you don't even want to be there. Alright, so everything's nice and contoured and smoothed out. I'm gonna go ahead and add some blush now. And you know, another thing that really gets me about this situation too was the fact that Lori was talking about how she wants her kids to go to school because she feels like they need a backup plan of this and that. But my thing is, if you truly felt that your kids needed a college education just to have a backup plan, there's nothing wrong with just going to a community college or even a state school, but there's no need for your kid to have to go to this prestigious school that's already hard to get into, and then on top of that to take a spot from a deserving student that's trying to go there. I had seen somewhere that in one of the emails that Olivia's dad had told the guy singer who was the guy that was behind a lot of the college admission scandals. Olivia Jade's dad had specifically told the man that he did not want her daughter going to Arizona State University, ASU. I don't know the particular reason for that. My assumption is that he didn't see ASU as being prestigious enough, and so that's why he didn't want his daughter to go there. My thing is, if you truly want your daughters to just go to school for an education, it shouldn't matter what the name on that degree is. They're going to school for an education. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight now. I'm gonna take the same setting brush. I went ahead and cleaned it off, and I'm gonna go ahead and just dust some highlight on my face. But it's like, if you truly wanted your daughters just to get an education, you know, you would have just sent them anywhere where they would have qualified to go. You wouldn't have done all this extra work to get them sent to this school. This was totally about status. You just wanted to say that your daughters graduated from this school, and it's not like you didn't have the resources to prepare your daughters for that, you know. I mean, I think combined, Lori Loughlin and her husband are worth something in the ballpark of like 100 million, and you know, with 100 million, you could afford all the tutors, all the tutoring, all the resources, you know, the study guides, all that. You could have afforded anything to give yourself the natural advantage in admissions to school, you know what I mean? And it's like, you have the ability to do these, and instead you just frauded your way into school. You probably paid like 10 times what it is yearly tuition just in cheating your daughter into the school. This is not about an education. This was totally about status. You just want to say that your daughter's graduated from that school, and you got caught and it bit you in the ass, and you totally deserved it. and you kept going on about how you wanted your daughter to do this so that she had a backup plan. But the whole ironic thing about that is you killed 2 careers trying to get your daughter a piece of paper that she's never even gonna get, and that's the sad part. I'm just gonna go ahead and do my brows now, so I'm gonna take this e.l.f. Ultra Precise brow pencil. Now, in a roundabout way, I kind of do feel for Olivia Jade. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's totally shitty that she took advantage of her student status to do these brand deals, and it's also really shitty that she took up a spot at a prestigious school that she wasn't even interested in attending from a student that would have had to earn their way validly through merit. But I feel for her in so much as, you know, she had talked about how school was just something that she wanted to do to please her parents, and I totally feel her on that end. I'm not saying that she's a victim to any degree. You know, you were totally cognizant of what you were doing, and I'm sure that there were certain students, you know, that definitely were victims of this. They had no idea what their parents were getting into to get them into school. But specifically for Olivia Jade and her sister, they had posed for pictures to have their faces photoshopped on crew team members' bodies so that they would be admitted to the crew team to help facilitate their admission to the school, knowing damn well that they had never done crew in their life. So I can't absolve her of all the blame. I'm certain that she knew for sure about certain things, and you know, she kept her mouth shut. But on the level that, you know, she felt pressured to do this just to please her parents, I definitely do feel for her on that level. If she wanted to do this to please her parents, she totally should have been more adamant about, you know, she wants to do this on her own merit. She should not have allowed them to do what they did, to commit the fraud they did. Personally, I don't think this is gonna kill Olivia Jade and her sister. I think her parents might be done for, you know. I don't see how her mom is gonna break back into acting with that. The family as it stands is currently worth about $100 million. I mean, that's definitely gonna go down because her mom and dad aren't working anymore and they have hella legal fees building up. But you know, when you're at that level, you don't really fall per se. That's gonna leave more of a dent than anything. And like I said, I think the most screwed up part about this whole situation was that you took a spot from someone that probably, you know, would not have otherwise had a chance to get into the school, and you totally stripped someone of the ability to get to their dream school, all for a status symbol, for a piece of paper. I don't think that they deserve death threats. I don't think that they deserve, you know, the amounts of hate that they got, but I think that it's good that they got caught and stuff like this is coming to light, and I hope that this issue is something that we address as a society, because this is definitely not the only instance of someone paying their way into school. This is a much more prominent issue than people talk about, and hopefully this will bring some of that to light and we can start to, as a society, dismantle some of these privileges that we've set out for certain people. Go ahead and do some eyeliner. I'm just gonna tightline my lash line just to make it look a little fuller. Okay, let me go clean that up real quick and then I'll be back. All right, the lash line wasn't too hard, but I kind of want to go bold and go for a wing. Okay, that one wasn't like awful. Let me see if I can do the same on the other eye though. Okay, I'm gonna stop there before I go too crazy, but actually that wasn't too bad for like a first attempt. And then we're gonna do a basic eye. So I'm just gonna take this Revlon Colorstay Cream eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Creme Brulee. And this comes with a built-in brush. I'm gonna go ahead and just brush that right on the crease. Not the crease, I'm gonna brush that right on my lid, just to add a little bit of intensity. I'm just gonna take this e.l.f. blending brush and just blend out the edges just to make it seamless. All right, so that is what the eye is looking like so far. As you can see, it's just nice. Oh my God, again. And then to finish off the eye area, I'm just gonna do my lashes. So first I'm gonna go ahead and curl them with my e.l.f. eyelash curler. And then I'm gonna take my Hourglass Caution Mascara and just run that through my lashes. All right, and that is the completed eye look. As you can see, it's nothing too crazy. It's very simple, very basic bitch. But it's more than I've ever done before. I do want to take my Eyebrow Technique setting brush one more time and just hit that inner corner of the eye with a little bit of highlight. And now the look is slowly starting to come together. As you can see, cheeks are popping, everything's popping. I really love this palette too. All these powders are beautiful. They blend seamlessly onto the skin. They look really nice. Yeah, everything's looking beautiful. Now I'm gonna finish everything off and go ahead and do my lips. And actually for my lip, I have a little surprise today. So one of my subscribers actually has a cosmetic company and I picked up some of their lip products. So shout out to my subscriber Karai. I'm gonna link their cosmetic company and everything down below. Currently they have a bunch of lip products on their site and I bought two. They were nice enough to send me a free gloss as well, so thank you for that. And I also have this little note she wrote for me, so thank you for all that. Thank you for everything. And I'm excited to try this formula out. I really want to see what it looks like. I'm gonna use this matte lip paint, and this is in the shade That Bitch, which, first of all, I love all the names for your lip products. They had me on the floor. There's a gloss called Fuckboys Here's. Love that. This is the shade That Bitch. There's another shade, Snatched. I just really love the shade names for some of your shades, and I'm really excited to see how this performs. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Alright, so that is what the lip looks like when it's applied. Oh my gosh, I love this color. First of all, this color goes really well with this foundation. I feel like because this foundation has warm undertones, I am looking a little warm right now. And I feel like this color goes really well with that. It really pops. Wow, this is beautiful. This goes really nice with this look. I really love this. Thank you so much. This dried down really quick. I only applied it, I'd say, about a minute ago, and I already feel like it's set. Yeah, so this definitely set. This does not come up. Once this is on, like this is on, it's not going anywhere. It dried down really quickly, but it's not too dry. You know how sometimes matte lipsticks can make you feel really dry, make you feel like you really need to reach for that tube of chapstick, you know what I'm saying? This sets down, it dries really quickly, but it doesn't feel uncomfortably dry. It just sits nice on top of my lips. That is the completed look. Really simple today, bitches all over the place. We even forgot to do concealer. But yeah, I just wanted to sit down and chat with you guys, just kind of beat my face, do something really informal. With that being said, that's the end of this video. If y'all like this video, be sure to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell button so you get a notification every time I upload a new video. Leave a comment below letting me know what you liked about this video. Let me know what you disliked. Let me know your opinions on the whole situation, you know, what you think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And with that being said, I'll be back shortly with a new video. Bye.